Alright, well, that instantly crashed the game. So I'll put it back up on a high quality, and it still is not... I don't believe it's showing either. Damn. I'm not sure what's up with that. I guess we're just gonna have to hope that it comes back eventually, but... Oh well, what are you gonna do? Okay, so we just lost, basically all of our troops there. Oh, we're running into... Oh, this is actually a good face-off here. They got their army, we got ours. They're running away, we're still charging. They're coming in, little skirmishes, backing off, they're running away. Oh, we're trapping them here. Are we gonna finish them? Oh, baby. What's this battle looking like? Come on. No, I don't care about that guy. I wanna... What's this battle? No, this... There we go. No. Ah. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Help the friend. Let's take him out. 665 against 131. It's 5-to-1 odds. Why are we stopping? Let's charge in. Come on. We got this. Alright, so, where was I? So yeah, the bus ride back, you know, it was actually a lot of fun. Not gonna lie. And actually it was funny during one of the games, one of my buddies, Ethan, he's a junior like me, and it was his first, oh jeez, I ran right past them. It was his first year ever playing football, and you know, I don't think he was all that much into actually playing, he's just kind of there to hang out. I don't think it was really what he expected, but he really didn't get any much playing time during the season, and one of our coaches was actually trying to convince the head coach to let him go in at wide receiver, and like because he normally plays like some form of lineman. I'm not even sure if he really had an offensive position, but he was a defensive end, and he, oh man, I wish he'd been able to convince him, because that would have been the best thing. Like, it would have been amazing. But yeah, Ethan was also during that game like just dancing on the sideline. Like, he did not he did not hey, it's back finally. Oh, it's maybe that did work. We'll have to keep that in our bag for next time. Bag of tricks. He was full out dancing on the sideline, and when I say dancing, not really dancing in the way you would think of it, like the weird, it was so weird and so funny the way he danced. Like, it was the definition of a white boy dancing. Oh, it was so funny. And then he tried to, at one point he was twerking. Like, yeah, this is a guy, and he's twerking, and he was like, you know what? I should go in front of the cheerleaders and do it. So, well, like, and we had the ball at like the 20 or whatever going in, and so our whole team is on one side of the sideline, and the cheerleaders are at the 50. Oh, our horse was crippled. Cheerleaders are at the 50. He goes all the way to, wait, what is this? There we go. I want this one. This sword. He goes all the way to the 50. No one else on our team is within like 10-15 yards of him. Just goes in front of the cheerleaders and starts twerking. It was so funny. Like, unfortunately, he did piss off a few coaches doing that, but he doesn't really care, as like many of us, he's not going to be playing next year. No, it's not worth it. Not for how bad of a team we were, and for how much time we put into it. Oh, there we go, one shot on him. You too? You too. Or we can just kind of sit here. Yep, goodbye. Oop, gotcha with that one. Alright, there's more of them coming over here. We can handle them. No big deal. But yeah, the cheerleaders were like egging them on and stuff. It was, you know, it was not that bad of a day. It was freezing though. God, it was freezing. And their stadium, because it wasn't actually at their high school, they apparently have a stadium they hold all their games at. Probably because their high school doesn't actually have a field. Like I said, it's a really ghetto neighborhood. And like, it was open to the wind, and it was like in like a sort of a depression, like a valley, so the wind could just sweep right in. Oh, it was frigid. Not to mention it was like 40 degrees, and then like the sun went down the way. It was all the way dark. Oh, and it got even colder. Man, that was not fun. But luckily it was so cold that no one was really throwing the ball much. Actually, wait. Well, no, we weren't throwing the ball much. They tried to throw the ball because we injured their two main quarterbacks that they would run Wildcats with. Yeah, that was good. So they were stuck to throwing the ball for like a good 3 quarters. Like it's not even like they would do like, oh, throw the ball, then run, throw the ball, throw the ball. No, it was they were throwing the ball every single play. And that was a lot of fun because I play Sam, which is effectively a defensive end. So I was rushing them every play. Oh, it was the best. Just seeing the look on the quarterback's face, especially because I had already sacked him once, and he was running. He was getting the hell out of there, or quick throwing the ball. Somehow, even against this crappy of our team, our quarterbacks managed to give up like 3 picks. Like, they do that every game. I don't even understand it. And they're supposed to be like really good too. Like one of them was talking about potentially going to college for football, and I'm like, one, you're like 5'10", you can't see over our line, let alone a college line. Oh, nice, 44 kills right there. What, we have to go against 3 of them? With my crippled horse now too. You won't be able to see over the line in college if you can't even see over our line. And 2, you're throwing. You have as many picks. You have more picks than you have touchdown passes. Like, that's really bad. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my problem anymore. But yeah, so we finally got back to the school, and it was like we had to turn in all of our equipment. And like a lot of the guys were like hanging out, talking to the coaches and stuff. And all right, we're lucky our horse didn't die there. And like one of the main coaches like trying to talk to me, like, oh, did you have a good game? And I was like, yep. And he was like, oh, getting many tackles? And I was like, yep, got plenty of tackles. And he was like, all right. He kept on trying to talk to me. I'm like, nope, I am getting the hell out of here, man. Football is over. I am done. I am out of here. And it's been really good. Not having to waste 4 hours every day playing that. All right, good. Yeah, so what I have been doing is just, I go to the Fitness 19 right outside of school as soon as school's done. Work out there for about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, and then I can go home and sleep. Like today I got home at around, I don't know, 4 or something. Took it by the time I was done showering and drinking my protein shake. We need to work on your strength, baby. By the time I was done with that, it was like 5, messed around on the computer for a little bit, until 6, went to sleep, didn't wake up till like 8:30, quick got something to eat for dinner, and here I am. It's so good to be able to sleep. And this weekend we have it's a 4-day weekend because of Election Day, and then for whatever reason they gave us the day before, like the Monday off as well. So, I can't wait for that. I'll definitely be able to catch up on some recording then for you guys. Okay, and another battle here. Why not? Why not join in on this one too while we're talking? Come on. Only 32 of them. Well, oh shit, I forgot to replace my horse. Can I leave? Yeah, hold up. I want to replace my horse. I just pausing the battle like, everyone, stop. I gotta do something important. Stubborn Corsair, yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Now we can battle again. Oh, there's only 14 of them now. Okay. Fair enough. And we're in a completely different spot. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so that's been good working out. Man, I am sore as hell because it's been 3 days in a row now, and like I've been going hard. Like normally I only do like 45-minute, hour workouts, and I've been going for like a half hour longer than normal. And ooh, I am sore from 3 days in a row of that. But it's good. It's good to get back into the weight room every day. Because back with football, I'd be getting in there like a maximum of like, great, they only took out my horse. Dismount that and run it this way. Because with football, I'd be able to get in a maximum of like 3 days a week. I'd be able to get in there on Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe once during the week with practice. And those would actually generally be before games. So, good thing the coaches didn't find out about that. I'm pretty sure they would not be pleased if they knew I was lifting right before a game. But yeah, so it's been good. And yeah, luckily for me, there's this extremely hot chick that works there at the same time every day, like right at the time I get there after school. So that's always fun, you know, showing off. Though if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that sometimes gets me in trouble. I end up hurting myself, but you know, it's all worth it, right? It's all worth it. Alright, good. We are routing the Stormlands here. Like, it's not even close. They're getting crushed. We got them between a rock and a hard place. They're going towards our towns over there. Oh, he's about to get caught. Come on. Let's get somebody. There we go. Here's a battle. Let's get on this one, too. Wait, who do we want to? This guy. There we go. Alright, so that was Friday with the game and everything. And by the time I got back, I was exhausted. I just went straight home and slept. And then, so Saturday, that was the day of our Halloween party. My family has one every year. And it's basically the biggest party we throw as a family. And, I mean, like, it's a pretty decent party. We'll generally get around 50, 60 people all in total. And I mean, it's like family, friends, and then like, each of us kids are allowed to invite some of our friends. And I was actually worried this year because I invited a few more people than normal, because normally some people can't make it, you know, work, whatever. So I invite more than I expect to come, and then get the right number of people. Well, this year, at first a few people said like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it with work. I was like, alright, that's fine. So I just invited like another person or two, because they weren't going to come. And then those people came back to me later, and they were like, oh, never mind, you know, I won't be able to get there right away, but I should be able to be there for like the last 2 or 3 hours or whatever. And I was like, great, alright. Well, only a few more people, no big deal, right? And then someone, I forget who it was that was first, they were like, oh, well, you know, can I bring my boyfriend? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, alright, fine. Just one more person, not that big of a deal. And then, for whatever reason, her boyfriend brought another girl, which, I don't know, seems a little odd, but okay, more people. And then I think someone else was like, oh, can I bring my girlfriend? Yeah, sure, alright. And he was like, oh, but my girlfriend will only come if she can bring her best friend. And I was like, alright, fine. You can bring everyone. Bring her too, I guess. And then someone else, I don't know, yeah, someone else was then like, oh, well, I'm gonna, I hope you don't mind, but I'm bringing these 2 or 3 other people. And I was like, oh my god, how many people are gonna show up? Like, normally I only have about like 8 of my friends come over, and because I have a small room, and we normally just chill out there. And to make things worse is that like a few of my friends were like talking before school, and they're like, hey, you mind if we bring some alcohol over? And I was like, alright, just make sure you're not taking it from like the party, like, cause like we do have alcohol out, but it's, you know, if you take it from there, it's bound to get noticed. So bring your own and try to drink it beforehand. Like, don't drink it there. Of course, they didn't listen to that. They did bring their own. they brought it, and they took Gatorade bottles at lunch, like drunk them about half empty, and then filled them all the way up with, I'm not even sure what the hell was in there. Which, that would have been fine if that was it. But then, Ethan, same one that was twerking on the sidelines, he brought like an entire, like, one of those like 1 liter bottles, like 1 liter water bottles, like the really huge water bottles. He brought one of those, and it was filled with a mixture of vodka, rum, and tonic, I want to say. And I was like, Ethan, you are fucking crazy. And it was huge. Like, he didn't have it all the way full. He had it about halfway full, but that's a ton. And, of course, like, Ethan, I've been warned by my other buddy, Sean. He was like, hey, dude, you sure you want to invite him? Because, you know, he gets crazy when he parties. And I was like, really? I didn't really think so. I wouldn't peg him as that. He's kind of like, he's pretty chill normally. He always kind of dresses up like kind of like the kind of geeky guy, you know, always wearing a button down. So I would have never expected that. And he was fine before then. And then we were like going down to the park just to chill out there because there were so many people we couldn't fit inside my room, and I didn't want, we couldn't really talk in front of like all the adults and whatnot. So we were going down to the park, and I swear to God, he started drinking that, and like a switch just flipped, and he got bad. Like he was sitting on he was standing on the playground, like as we went down to the park. He like jumped up on top of like a big slide that was like 20 feet up in the air, and he starts singing 99 bottles of jorts on the wall, like jean shorts. I was like, Ethan, what what is going on with you? What are you doing? And like at that point, like while we had been walking down to the park, there was this car, and it was only like, I don't know, 11:30? No, it wasn't even that. It was like 11 at night. So it wasn't that late out. Help these guys out here. It wasn't even that light out, and this car, like, it just pulled up behind us, and like we walked onto the path that leads to the park, and this car just like goes straight up right up to the like entrance of the path, and it's just facing us with its like beams on and everything, and it's just like looking at us, and we're just like, what the hell is this guy doing? And he stops the car and everything, at which point like a few of my friends that were like ahead of the group, Nick and Ryan, they just started running. They thought it might have been like the police or something, and of course Ethan and a few other guys had decided to bring everything along with them. They even put it in like Coke bottles too, which, I don't know, to me that makes it seem really obvious. Yeah, so they brought all of that, and so at that point everyone was like, well, the ones of us that hadn't drunk, like me and a few other people that were like driving home, so I mean they didn't want to drink. We were like, okay, I think this person, they're obviously not a cop themselves, but they could just be like, I don't know, some old lady or something that's getting sketched out by us. So we were worried that like whoever was in the car was going to call the cops. So we're like, all right, we should probably turn around and head home, but take a different path. And everyone else is like, dude, no, it's fine, we got this. And I'm like, what do you mean we got this? There is nothing we're going to do if they bring a cop. And they're like, no, man, it's fine. We can just stay here. And I'm like, okay, you are slurring your words. You are in no position to make decisions. So we just took the roundabout way of getting back home. And on the way, Ethan is like, at some point, I turned around, and he was like just randomly doing the worm on the street. Like the full-on worm in the middle of the concrete, like, street. Like, we weren't on the sidewalk or anything. He was in the middle of the street just doing the worm, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And he was like, they bet me that I couldn't do a worm. and I had to show him. And I was like, Ethan, god damn it. You are... I'm never letting you come to one of my parties drunk again. And then, like, he was like... Then he gets up, dusts himself off, and for whatever reason, he was like, what, you don't think I can do it again? He goes to do it again, and just face plants. Like, he goes to do the worm again, and just face plants on the ground. And I was... He's like, it didn't work so well that time. No shit, Sherlock. And I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Eventually we got home, and my buddy Sean had the great idea of like, hey, you know what? Go upstairs in your room, grab my bag. I got some Axe in there, and we can spray off. And I was like, all right, okay. I guess that could kind of work, right? These idiots take like the Axe and just spray it for like it seemed like a solid 3 minutes straight of just spraying it, and the driveway reeked for like several days afterwards. And I was like, you just made it so obvious. All right, you're not coming inside anymore. So that wasn't too bad. And then Ethan had any more because he had to finish it. And I just found out today that he was like, hey, Sean, did you ever pick the bottle up out of the tree? And he was like, what? No, I thought you were going to get it. And they're like, hey, Vaughn, we probably, there's probably still the bottle in your neighbor's tree. So I actually still have to go get that. But so they finished it off, and then, shit, no, Ethan started going crazy. Like, I remember just turning around at one point, and he was quite literally just whipping his belt around at people. Like, I have no idea. Like, and this is a normally, like, really, like, chill, calm dude. Like, I would have never expected it. Like, it blew my mind. Yeah, I think that's about it. And at that point, most of everyone left. There were just 3 of us left over after that. Well, 3 other people. Connor, Brian, and Emily. And so with that group, none of us had drunk. And so we're all chill and just calm. So we went back inside and hung out, and that was all good. Oh, wow, I can't believe I forgot about that. One of the, wow, that's horrible. One of the biggest parts of our party is we try to do like a haunted house. Price limit, let's raise it up a bunch. We'll raise this to, say, 1,000. Okay. Alright, leave. Good. Yeah, it's where none of the text boxes just fade in and out. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. But yeah, so we try to do like a haunted house, like a haunted yard thing. And it's for like the little kids. And so like it used to be for like my friends too, but you know, we kind of grew out of it. And so we had we were setting it up, and we had basically waited until the day before the party to set it up, which every year we procrastinate more and more. Normally, like a couple years ago, we'd be doing it like a week in advance, but no, this time we were doing it like the night before, and it was already late because we were coming back from my football game. But we got most of it set up, nonetheless, the night before. And then we come back that morning, and it had gotten extremely windy overnight, and all of it had been blown over. It was bad because we have it in our yard, and this year is like a big kind of maze sort of thing, and we were crushed. We were just like, no, we spent so much time, so we had to spend even more time setting it back up, and that took like 4 hours of outside in the cold setting that shit up. That was not fun. We'll take out these Raiders. Why not? Yeah, let's charge them. And literally, about, I don't know, 5 minutes after we finally